Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we have to talk about several stories, several names from the World Cup to the pitch, many movements, many news, and so we are ready to jump into it together. And here we are, guys, with many updates, many stories, many things to explain to you, to enter into details. As always, remember, guys, to be part of the family, to like this video, turn on the notification bell. Every day, plenty of news, plenty of stories. And here we are with a new video. Where we want to start? I want to start from a news coming about players who are now at the World Cup. Leandro Trossard has been big part of the Belgium comeback in their last game against Senegal. Leandro Trossard is always a fantastic professional, a great winger, a player who is super appreciated by his coaches because he's very serious, he's very concrete, and so the kind of ideal player to have in a squad. But Leandro Trossard could have chances to leave Arsenal in the summer transfer window, because the news of the day is that Arsenal and Besiktas have reached an agreement for Leandro Trossard. The Turkish club has everything in place with Arsenal. The deal is done for 18 million euros plus 2 in add-ons. So, club to club ready, now waiting on Leandro Trossard to agree personal terms with Besiktas. And for Besiktas, this is kind of obsession, because Besiktas tried to sign Trossard already 1 year ago, then tried again in January, then trying again now. They really love Trossard, they want him at all cost, but now depends on the player. My understanding is that the delegation of Besiktas could fly to the United States in the next hours to try and meet with Leandro Trossard, present the project and accelerate the process. Trossard wants to decide only after the World Cup, so we have to be patient on this one, but Besiktas really want Trossard, and this could be helpful for Arsenal, obviously, to free some space up front and bring in a new winger. We know they will sign a new winger at Arsenal with Morgan Rogers top target, Barcola under consideration at Arsenal, and don't forget Liverpool as well. So we will have plenty of things to say about wingers in the next videos. Talking about players who are at the World Cup, we also have to mention Manzambi, this very talented player from Switzerland, 5 goal contributions, scoring, providing assists, one of the most interesting talents appearing on scene from the 2026 World Cup. For Manzambi, what I can tell you is that Newcastle are preparing their first official bid. They already had some contacts on player side over the recent weeks. Newcastle were already scouting the player, then the exploits having at the World Cup is obviously contributing to accelerate the process. Freiburg are going to ask for important money, so it's not going to be a cheap deal. But Newcastle love to get players from Germany, and in a surprising way. They did that with Voltemade, closed in 24 hours. They did that with Basumana Touré, closed in 24 hours. And now they are trying the same also with Manzambi from Freiburg. So the Switzerland talent is a top target for Newcastle. Again, we have to see, because Freiburg want to wait a little bit. Why the deal was not closed this fast? Because Freiburg want to wait to ask more money, game after game, and also because they feel that maybe other clubs could join the race if the player keeps performing well. But Newcastle are ready to push. Then, talking about Switzerland, just a quick update on Granit Xhaka. As of today, guys, 24 hours more have passed, and Sunderland are very clear. Sunderland don't make it a price question. So for Sunderland, Granit Xhaka is not about 8 million pounds, 12 million pounds, 30 million pounds, 20 million pounds. Sunderland told Xhaka they absolutely want to keep him. That's the message coming from Sunderland, and they don't want to open doors to any sort of negotiation. So, as of today, the Xhaka story is absolutely not moving, because Chelsea keep thinking about Xhaka, Xabi Alonso keep dreaming of having Xhaka at the club, but the message from Sunderland is quite clear. They absolutely don't want to let him go. So at the moment, we have to consider the negotiation off, because the story is not developing on Sunderland's side. They are not opening doors at any price, so it's not about the money. And at the moment, everything is off. Chelsea keep considering the possibility to reactivate this maybe later on if Sunderland could open doors, but at the moment I can guarantee, guys, Sunderland have no intention at all to let Granit Xhaka go. So at the moment is a story that we have to consider on total cold. Then, talking about Chelsea, guys, just quickly, I'm talking about Real Madrid, on Enzo Fernandez. First of all, I told you in the video yesterday, I can confirm Manchester City, despite reports today, after Real Madrid did the statement saying, we are not signing Enzo Fernandez, now the media rumors are about Manchester City. At the moment, Manchester City are not in conversation for Enzo Fernandez, I can guarantee that. But also, on Enzo Fernandez, guys, what's the difference between the two statements from Real Madrid? On Michael Olise, Real Madrid never mentioned anything like we are not going to sign the player, something like that. On Enzo Fernandez, Real Madrid made very clear that they are not going to sign Enzo. The difference is that for Enzo, Real Madrid never started any sort of conversation. So Real Madrid are not interested in Enzo Fernandez. On Olise, Real Madrid wanted to make clear that, in a different way, that they are not negotiating with Olise, they are not in talks with the agents of Michael Olise or with Bayern, out of respect for Bayern. So for Enzo Fernandez, the message is, we don't want the player, we will not sign the player. For Olise, the message is, we are not in negotiations. And Real Madrid wanted to communicate that to make sure the relationship with Bayern remains good. But Real Madrid love Olise. It's very different. For Olise, Real Madrid really appreciate the player, and Florentino Perez loves Olise. So the appreciation for Olise remains. Then Bayern don't want to sell the player, so at the moment that's it, no developments. But the two statements are very different. For Olise, Real Madrid have an appreciation, love the player, but are not negotiating. Real Madrid wanted to clarify, nothing club to player, no personal terms. There were reports, personal terms agreed, Olise and Real Madrid. That's not the case, because Real Madrid wanted to make sure Bayern were not upset. So Real Madrid keep thinking of Olise for present, for future, whenever there could be a possibility, because Florentino loves him. But at the moment, the message from Bayern is also very clear. But it's very different statement compared to Enzo Fernandez. Then, two more things I wanted to add for you today, guys, about midfielders. One is about Ederson. Many questions on why Man United are not making official Ederson yet. Because they have a verbal agreement with Atalanta. So, the two clubs have an agreement since 1 month ago. But they are waiting for Ederson to have the second part of his medical with Manchester United in England before approving everything. So, verbal agreement, club to club. Documents are prepared, first part of the medical, but waiting on the second part of the medical, the official one with Manchester United. That's why Ederson is not official yet to Manchester United, and we have to wait for these steps. And then on Morten Hjulmand, guys, now Atletico Madrid are very, very, very close. Agreement done with the player. Atletico Madrid have everything in place with Morten Hjulmand, a top target for Atleti midfield. Now working on the club to club with 5 million euros difference between Atletico and Sporting. But my understanding is that Atletico are very optimistic to get the deal done for Morten Hjulmand in the space of few days and to close everything with Sporting, and also in terms of travel, medical and all the rest. So Morten Hjulmand could be the next signing after Alejandro Grimando for El Cholo. Simeone. Guys, on this and much more, remember to let me know your opinion, to like this video, turn on the notification bell, also subscribe to the channel, because as you can see, every single day we have plenty of stories, plenty of updates, many news. And so guys, stay together here on YouTube. Let me know your opinion on all these stories as every single day here in the comments. Thank you, and I will see you soon.